Hey guys, so recently I've been watching EOS lip balms everywhere, on YouTube, on blogs, so I decided to get one. They aren't sold in stores where I live, so I went on eBay and I purchased one. I was super excited when it came with my mail, but when I opened it and smelled, oof, it smelled so bad. So yeah, it was fake. So I took the container and some simple ingredients and I made my own. For your DIY lip balm you will need the container, some beeswax, some olive oil, any old lipstick if you want it tinted, some flavoring, and tape. Start off by scratching any residue of the lip balm from the container until it's mostly clean. You can use a toothpick or warm water for this. Then start placing some tape on the inside of the lid part, forming two crosses. This way you will cover the whole surface of the lid. And also, I just cut little pieces of the beeswax so it's easier to measure it later. Now put some water in a pot and a heat-proof container, and heat the water until it's hot but not boiling. Add 2 teaspoons of the beeswax and 5 teaspoons of olive oil and let it melt. Did you know that I filmed this video 3 times until I got a perfect recipe? The first time I mixed equal parts of beeswax and Vaseline, but it was super dry and waxy. So the second time I switched the Vaseline for the oil, but it was still really dry. Finally, I added a lot more oil and I got the perfect recipe. So don't worry if your lip balm doesn't come out perfectly the first time. Just keep adjusting the recipe until you get what you want. Once that's melted, go ahead and add some lipstick if you want it to have some color. And as I don't really like how beeswax smells, I also added some lemon flavoring. Then carefully pour the mixture into the lid. And put that in the freezer. You will still have some remaining in your glass, so wait until it has a creamy consistency and with the help of a knife, spread it on the other half of the container, as you were icing a cupcake, until the grid is completely covered. And also keep that in the freezer. 5 minutes later, take them out of the freezer and carefully unstick the tape from the lid to get the top part of the lip balm. It will take a little bit of time, but it will eventually come off. Then slightly heat one of the parts with a candle or a lighter, and when it gets shiny, stick it to the other part. Probably at this point the lid won't close, so shape it with your finger to make it smoother and smaller. If you have any holes, take a little bit of the leftovers and use them to cover those holes until the surface is smooth. Finally, put the lid back on and that's it. I'm really in love with this lip balm. It's super smooth and moisturizing, and it gives a slight color. If you have lots of empty EOS containers, I recommend doing this so you can use them again, and make sure to personalize them with any color or flavor you want. Subscribe so you don't miss my DIY videos every week, and thanks for watching. Bye!